where is the apology of the Congress party? Have you seen it?
Apology is like Congress's victories in elections. I have never seen them. But meanwhile, this is Congress's own Salman Khurshid, who defends emergency, says no apology needed. Now, will Nikhil Jain apologize for this?
Nikhil, will you apologize?
For what?
For what? For the wrong decisions. For the so-called wrong decisions. You said emergency was some wrong decision. It was not a decision. It was a disaster. And there is no apology. And there are others in the Congress party and the larger ecosystem who are justifying emergency, blaming the RSS, etc., etc. Faizan Kidwai, forget politics for a bit. As an Indian citizen, what do you think? Should the Congress party not apologize, sir, for emergency?
So then if everybody is supposed to apologize, then Narendra Modi Sahab has to apologize for a lot of things. He has to apologize for putting up GST without thinking about it properly because of
so emergency is equal to GST. Faizan Kidwai, मैं सोचता था आप थोड़ा, I mean, you know, I had regards for you, Faizan भाई. आपने emergency को GST से compare कर दिया. Really?
Just let me complete, sir. Just let me complete. See, Mrs. Indira Gandhi at least acknowledged that she had made a mistake. And it was Indira Gandhi ji herself who, when Morarji Desai's government was formed along with Mr. Morarji Desai, they together amended the provisions of emergency so that it cannot be misused in years to come. But when somebody like a Bharatiya Janata Party, an organization which has a very narcissistic supreme leader who believes in the policy of despotism, autocracy, authoritarianism, who's a champion of dividing India on communal lines, who's a champion of targeting voices of dissent through ED, CBI and Election Commission, where civil liberties and press freedom are stifled on a daily basis, where journalists, activists, they are jailed under UAPA. When that organization, an organization which showed disregard to the Indian Constitution, this is what the RSS said. Those people who have come to power by the kick of fate may give in hands the tricolor, but it will never be accepted by the Hindus. The MS Golwalkar in his article Drifting and Drafting compared tricolor to choosing tricolor as the national flag.
Faizan Kidwai, I don't want to, argue on, non-issues. But for you to compare emergency to GST just tells me about how serious you are about what happened in 1975. There is no debate after that, Faizan Kidwai. You can say what you want, abuse Modi, tell him things, etc., etc. That happens every evening. Hold Modi accountable, go to court, send him to jail. Jail all the others like Modi that you don't like. But you were talking about acknowledgement. A for apology nahi aaya abhi tak. Monojit Mondal, have you seen the apology Nikhil Jain is talking about? I'm giving him time so that he can at least come up with some document, letter.
No, I'm not an apologist for the Congress party, but it was a blot on Indian democracy. It was the black 3-4 months of Indian democracy without any shade of doubt. But I think I will detour the words of my previous speaker from Samajwadi Party. India is not having an emergency of the kind that we had in 1975, but it is returning a different avatar. He had given some instances of that. Look how many people are languishing in jail without any trial. Opposition leaders are being sent to jail without charge sheet, without any conviction. And most of these opposition leaders belong to the TMC. You see, I gave you the names of those people, some of the ministers who were put in jail 10, 15, 10, 12 years ago, since 2014. And still there is no conviction of these people. Look at the over-activism of ED, CBI. They have become long-armed of the party.
Professor Mondal, really? Over-activism is equal to emergency. क्या हो क्या गया आप लोगों को? क्या हो गया सर? ये कौन सा कसम खा लिया आप लोगों ने कांग्रेस पार्टी को सपोर्ट करने का? This is about a principle. All of you who say Jai Samvidhan today can't speak one word against the emergency. You have one person comparing it to the GST. goods and service tax is equal to emergency. Nikhil Jain was caught lying. First question to him and he was lying on national TV.